What's up, guys? We are going to be shooting this federal small game shot shell here today at some ballistic gel. There will be a video soon on how to make your own ballistic gel. We kind of made it a little short on this one, so this should be an accurate test with this lower penetration stuff. We're probably, I don't know, 3-4 yards away from the target just because of the grouping of this stuff is a little wild, especially through a rifle barrel. But hopefully we should get some good footage here of kind of what this stuff will do at this range, and we'll go from there. Let's check it out. Yo!
A couple inches of penetration? Maybe an inch?
Yeah, so as you can see, it's like an inch, and some places it's about 2, but if you look from this side, it's pretty cool.
I was gonna say there's
actually just kind of stuck right there. You can see the wound channels they created. That's
that's probably about 2 inches of penetration.
not too shabby. It looks
That's
like
not bad.
most hit. I'll show you here on one of these paper targets just what I mean about the spread, but from there, not too shabby. Okay, guys, so now we're about 7 yards. We are going to try the same shot again on this more blank target on the far right, just to see how that spread widens. Again, it is through a rifle barrel. We generally recommend a smooth bore because it'll kind of make like a donut shape, but hopefully we kind of see that in action, and we go from there. All right, let's check it out.
A ton of dispersion.
Yeah, so clearly at that range, it spreads out to the point of being non-viable for small game or anything like that. Even if this was, say, a squirrel-sized target, you'd be lucky to hit 1 or 2 microscopic pellets on target. So I'd be curious to try through a smooth bore, and I do believe we have one available to kind of check out the differences there, but I've never had much luck with this stuff at ranges longer than 3-4 yards. But pretty cool product to be able to shoot a shot shell style out of a standard 22. But yeah, definitely kind of give them a whirl. They're the federal shot shells. We're going to try a Remington Golden Bullet 22 LR on ballistic gel here. This is a little bit shorter, as I said in the previous video, but hopefully it'll show us kind of what that wound channel looks like at least, and next time we'll have a full length. We are sitting here at 15 yards exactly to the ballistic gel, and we are going to attempt a shot here and see what it does. We have a camera set up down there, so you should be able to see that impact a little bit better as well. Looked like a pretty good hit, center. Okay, guys, so this is the shot on ballistic gel with the Remington Golden Bullet. So because this is a little bit shorter, generally I think they're about 16 inches, this is clearly not. It did create a very cool wound cavity here, just to see what that 22 would do, and it did rip all the way through. So next time we will use a full-length block just to see kind of at what point that stops, but at that range, 22 is incredibly lethal, no question about it. But very cool, get kind of a close-up on that wound channel in there. And as I said, we will do a video on how to make this ballistic gel at home. It's pretty cool stuff. It's very easy to make. It's just gelatin and water, but in a perfect mixture. We're gonna try, I think we actually have a little bit more real estate on here to try another brand of ammo. I think we're gonna do a Federal Auto Match or possibly one of the hollow points, or maybe even a copper impact, and kind of let you know what that does in comparison. Let's get this set up and we'll run another shot. Okay, so we are back at 15 yards from the ballistic gel here. We're actually going to be trying these CCI Quiet 22s. These are supposedly one of the more subsonic platforms. These are 710 feet per second, so very curious to see how they penetrate. We're going to do one shot. Hopefully a center is the last one there. There's not any kind of interruption. And see what happens. Interesting. So pretty surprising results from the Quiet 22. It did actually go all the way through at 710 feet per second. But as you can see, it is this wound channel on the right here. It starts off by just going straight through without any kind of expansion. It does kind of fragment apart towards the end here with a similar wound channel as the first one, but definitely some different results than I expected on there. At 710 feet per second, I really didn't expect it to penetrate the whole block. Interesting. Now we're gonna one of these copper impacts, which is the fastest 22 on the market, and see what that does. My guess is it's gonna rip right through. Okay, so again from 15 yards, this time with CCI copper 22. This is actually the fastest 22 on the market. It is a sintered round of copper powder and polymer powder that's compacted together to create this slug. So I'm very curious to see how that handles, if it fragments the same way as lead would, or kind of what happens. I'm going to go for a shot on the bottom right of the target that's untouched. Hopefully I can hit that and we can get some results that are unwavered by the other ones. Let's find out. Okay, so very interesting results. You can see the initial impact is much larger with that copper, and it actually did fragment apart right on entry, whereas these ones, especially the quiet, waited until a lot longer to kind of fragment as it slowed down. This one hit and immediately fragmented around. You can actually see those little chunks of the slug right there, as well as a much larger entry hole, which is interesting. So it definitely was slowed down a lot more by that gel, but it did rip all the way through with the most substantial wound cavity out of all of them. Interesting to note, for sure.
All right, we're gonna finish off this ballistic gel block with a 3-inch Federal 12-gauge slug, and I think that'll probably do the job. It's quite the wound channel.
That did it.
Yeah, little bit more power than a 22 for sure.
Curious to try that on a full 16-inch block, but this one definitely stood no chance.
Yeah, no shot. It actually hit the block so hard the force pushed down on our range wall.
That's going to take some repairs.
No, we still got some fibers holding it.
Oh yeah,
together.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It'll hold.